started playing better. I mean, it's the same on both ends, really. You got to let the game settle in, and then everybody's going to make adjustments and this and that. So, I mean, we just didn't play as hard as they did. That's all it is. I mean, you can sit in here and talk about it as long as you want to, but it comes down to effort. Played with great effort last week, come up short, and play with horrible effort this week, and don't even come close.
When did you sense that it wasn't?
I guess probably. I don't know, throughout the course of the game at some point. I mean, we started fast, and so, I mean, at some point after that, that's all I can tell you.
How frustrating, disappointing, whatever your word is for it, I mean, to be at this point in the season knowing what's on the line and the effort is even a question for you guys right now?
Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, it's probably the most disappointing game of the year. I mean, we came in and just didn't give ourselves a chance.
Assess Paul's play?
It's hard to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think at times he made good throws and we didn't catch him, and at times he held onto the ball again. So, I mean, at times he tried to do too much. I mean, the pick he threw in the second half right there, I mean, that's not something we do. And so, sporadic, inconsistent, much like every other position. I mean, we're just inconsistent as a group. That's why we're not very good.
Charles got 4 touches, I believe, on the first drive and just 12 the rest of the game. Did they do things to take him away?
Well, I mean, obviously they're gonna focus on him some, and so but I mean, there's run plays that are called, and then if they're overload, then we throw the screen, and so that's probably happened 12 or 14 times throughout this game. That's opportunities that he could have touched it. They were just overplaying it, so we threw it somewhere else. Quarterback's got to make decisions, and it's and a lot of times it's run pass options by him, and he can hand it or throw it. And so it's not something that we planned on not going away to. It was the defense they were playing. Sit there, they overload that side. We're going to run to it, and we threw the screen. So
at some point, you've had so many struggles throwing the ball deep, even against one-on-one. Do you have to not do that, even though that's the play that's there?
Well, at that point in the game, no. I mean, at that point in the game, it was they were up by whatever it was. So we got to find a way to make a play.
David just said that this team is not equipped to play week in and week out in the Big 12. You have a lot of players who are new to the system this year that you were throwing in there and trying to get them to be productive. Do you see that this team is equipped for the future, or is it just this season?
No, I think the more we play in it, the more we'll be equipped for it. I mean, and I agree with him. I mean, if you can, this team right here can play with the upper teams. Obviously, we proved that, and then we can get beat by anybody. And so you got to bring your A game every week, or you'll get beat. That's pretty evident.
You said late in the game there you had to take those deep shots because of the score. Earlier, did you guys avoid it because of personnel, because of the way Kansas was playing you, because of the wind? I mean, what?
Not really. I mean, we were actually getting some things going, running the ball and throwing screens and stuff. There were a couple of drives in a row where we got behind the sticks. It was second 15 or 20, and so that hurt us. But no, it wasn't anything. I mean, it's decisions. I mean, we got to, we got to make decisions. I mean, plays are called, and there's times when we have vertical routes that it goes other places. And so, I mean, it's not like a play is called and he has one option to go to that guy. I mean, there's coverage reads, and there's, if they're doing this, I'm gonna throw vertical. If they're playing 2 safeties off, I'm gonna read the other side. So it's all a part of the structure of it and decision making. So, at the point when we were throwing vertical, they were giving us man coverage. I mean, stacking the box, giving you man coverage. I mean, you got to be able to win one-on-one battles. That's life.
Dana said couldn't win the line of scrimmage battle, and I mean, can you talk about that? I know you have to go back and look at film, but just your first impression on
yeah, I thought up front they beat us up front. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have to go back and look. I mean, it just seemed like that they played with more energy than we did. That's probably true at a lot of other positions in there too. So I'm not just going to finger point them, but it was they were getting some push, and so